Alright everybody, welcome back to another LTA podcast. I'm your host Felix. It's been a while. Devon, welcome back to the show. Last time we did it was summertime?
No, it was in the last, summertime.
Was it summertime?
Yeah, on the Zoom call with Andrew, Gio, and
Wait, that was,
Tui, right?
that was like spring.
Oh, spring? Dog, my timeline is all messed up then. So then when was our last one? Was it quad again?
It was.
It was.
Wait,
Okay.
so it was past.
Yeah.
It was summertime.
So then it was like right
It was like beginning of summer?
beginning of summer.
Because we did do a Pokemon
Yes.
quiz. That's
we
what it
did do
was.
the Pokemon quiz. That's
Okay.
why. I was like, I remember that.
I was like, I'm like trying to remember the latest episode. It's
Yeah.
been a while,
It has.
basically. It's been a while. How have you been?
Not bad. Hanging in there, doing my thing, on my grind, work, school, trying to survive my mental health. But yeah, we out here.
How was your summer?
Let's say uneventful for the most part, but I've made some good memories and some good friends.
There you go.
Yeah, luckily I was able to do some things. I wasn't like limited for the most part, so it was nice, but I didn't do everything I wanted to. So
Okay.
there's not enough time in the day for everything, so there's always time though. We have our whole lives, so I'm not tripping.
Well, as long as, at least you got to do something, right?
Oh,
'Cause,
trust me, I
you know,
did. I did.
There you go.
Yeah, I had fun.
Just
Did
the
you?
memories.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was like, hopefully I can remember them for longer than a year. But yeah, definitely. What about you, sir? Any fun things happen to you?
Just a lot of hanging out with friends, family, working, as usual.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's just memories. I think summertime's like a highlight of the year because it's like a time when friends are coming back.
Correct.
You get to see them, and like you don't have to worry about school
Mm-hmm.
because majority of the time people don't have summer school,
For the most part.
and yeah, it's just like free time. Like it just kind of makes you feel like a kid again. Like it's like that summer vibe. You get to do whatever you want.
Oh, if I didn't have bills, yeah, I'd feel like a kid for sure. No, but yes, you are correct, sir. I feel like summertime, everyone's happier because the sun's out. Like, well, at least in this hemisphere, sun's out. Like, it's awesome. It's like, what, I think June through, I'd say about now, and like mid-August, end of August. Like, it's time. It's winding down, but it's still warm and nice. California weather, love it. But definitely, I wish I had got in the sun more because I miss my tan.
Really?
So, yeah, I do. I miss being dark.
Because
Like you.
like you don't want to get a watch tan, I almost
That's
got
true.
one.
Okay, but it's not as bad as like okay, I've gotten like hair tie tans and like a farmer's tan, but that's about it. Like,
Okay.
it's not too bad, and I can just fix it. But I need to just spend a day out in the sun, just like rolling myself over.
Sunbathing.
Oh, that'd be nice. I just don't got the time for that. I wish. Yeah, lays about. A beach day would be nice, but our beaches are cold up here.
And foggy.
Yes. But they're still
Foggy,
nice.
cold, and it's always packed.
Yeah. The only times you go is when it's sunny, and then when it's sunny, everybody's there. So, yeah. I don't mind it though. People are nice for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a new segment today. Me and Devon were talking about it. Something I wanted to try today. It's gonna be a little bit of nostalgia, memory lane.
Gosh, here we go.
So, I had some thinking about it, and the idea just kind of popped up because one day I was just talking with a coworker just about like what they grew up watching, and then that kind of just sparked an idea of, hey, like I'm kind of curious what everyone else is like, what kind of childhood cartoons they've watched, what kind of like toys they might have played with, because some people can relate. Like I don't know, I'm just interested to hear what kind of TV shows have you grown up watching?
Oh gosh, there's been a plethora of
If you can
media that I've
remember.
consumed. Okay, so a few that stand out for sure are definitely. We're good. Technical difficulties.
It's flying.
It's a little windy today. Let's see. A lot of animated stuff for sure because we were kids, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling back to stuff like. Because, like, for the most part, when I remember, like, early childhood, it was, like, my formative years were definitely, like, Teletubbies, Boobas, even though they were kind of weird. But then getting into, like, older stuff, like, when I was in, like, elementary to middle school, it's more, like, Power Rangers,
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
10, like, What else? Bakugan. Like all like this animated stuff that's like anime-esque, but like also has that like American twist where it's like obviously trying to sell you toys, but obviously I bought the toys because they were fun.
Yeah.
So yeah. So definitely like more of like a Power Rangers kid. Like I have a photo of me in preschool. I think I was about 5 at the time, around 5, 4 or 5 I think. I was with like my best friend at the time. He was dressed as a dragon, and I was dressed as the Red Ranger, and so that was a good photo. If I can find it, I'll show you, Felix. But it is definitely a good time. Like Power Rangers was the shit. Like what else? There was one more thing I was thinking of.
Like that's with like superhero kind of thing, or
Somewhat.
Like
The
action?
Justice League.
Ah.
Justice League. It was like I'm not sure which one it was, but it was the one where Green Lantern was Jon Stewart. So it's the black guy for Green Lantern. It's super good like series. I suggest watching it. I think it's on. It's on. I don't know where DC is. It's not on Disney. It's on
HBO
maybe.
or
I think DC is on HBO. Yeah.
okay.
So definitely like Justice League Unlimited. Like very good series. Like oh my gosh, it got me into superheroes for sure. I'm trying to think if I grew up with a Marvel show too. I don't think so.
Fantastic Four.
Oh gosh, no, The Amazing Spider-Man. That's what I grew up with. Oh gosh, how could I forget? Like I think it's either the 90s or the 80s cartoon of the Spider-Man because they were like I'm not sure if it was The Amazing Spider-Man or the Spider-Man with Friends because he had like Iceman and one other girl, like a flame girl. I don't remember her name. It was just very unfortunate, but very good series. Superheroes for sure. I was definitely a nerdy kid. Still am. So those are the ones I remember off the top of my head for now, but I'll let you know if I find some more.
What about like
Also Pokemon. Sorry, Pokemon. I watched Pokemon.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, we're missing a big one.
I was like, that's a big ticket item.
What about like those like reality shows, like or
Ooh.
like like the like TV actors, like
Let's
those
see.
kid shows?
Oh, you mean like Nickelodeon stuff?
Or
Or
just like iCarly or like.
I definitely
Drake
remember
and
iCarly.
Josh.
Drake and Josh was definitely there. But like my parents discouraged like more of the reality stuff because they're like, oh, this is trash. I'd rather watch you have cartoons. I'm like, oh, that's fine, but like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it eventually. Like, it's fine. But I remember them in fond memories for sure. But also looking back on it now, with the stuff that's come to light recently about like the creator Dan Schneider and like the child stars that grew up in those shows, it's very hard to look back on it with a good light because now if you know what they went through, it was definitely like harder to hear.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, I enjoyed the show, but they did not. Some of them don't even remember filming the show. Like, there's people like, oh, do you remember Malcolm in the Middle? It was a show with like
I do. Sounds familiar. I don't remember.
It's about I
Like-
think Bryan Cranston was the dad. So the guy from Breaking Bad plays the dad, and he's like it's just like a middle class family, a mom and a dad with 3 boys, and obviously Malcolm is the middle child, and so he was the star of the show. Great guy, like good show. And it was kind of around this time of like Even Stevens, like Shia LaBeouf, where he was starting out in like those shows. It was around that time, so like I think early, like turn of the century, really turn of the millennium. But it was just very hard to hear that like the guy that played Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle doesn't remember filming it because he's had a lot of like I think it's something with his mind that like he doesn't have memories from those days, and it's very sad to see because like everyone remembers it fondly except for him, and so that's why memories are so important to like keep and try to like remember because if you luckily get to the old age, like you're gonna want to remember something good about your life. So hopefully people have like remember the good stuff, but obviously that's not always the case. So definitely, I remember Pokemon. I remember Digimon, Digital Monsters. Trust me, I'm pulling out all the stops. And then there's obviously stuff like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where that was iconic. That was like anime-esque, but like also pulled from like a bunch of Asian cultures, which is like here or there, but I think everybody enjoyed it in general. I know there's fans of it from our age demographic, older than us, and now younger than us because of the availability of streaming services. So that's really nice to see. And I don't want like say they're bandwagon fans because like they just discovered that show when they weren't like, because I remember growing up with it. I remember watching it on TV. waiting for the new episodes, watching the finale, that hour-long finale of the
Yeah.
fight between Aang and Ozai.
That was
And
a
that
great
was-
fight.
Oh, such good memories. And that's why I got the tattoo. I don't know.
Is that the, I'm trying to remember, water?
Water Tribe. Water Tribe, baby.
I remember that one was a really good show because it was just like a great concept. Like I don't think, like as kids, like
Mhm.
we kind of like had that creative side of like the superpower thing, but not like a superhero, but like more like controlling the elements.
Yeah.
I think that's like such a cool thing because like I just I feel like just even now, like even with kids that didn't watch Avatar, like they still like, you know, I'm gonna use like lava abilities, like ice abilities. Like it's kind of like
It's like,
really-
oh, I'm pulling in the rain.
yeah.
Lightning
It's
strike.
like that kind of. It's like
Yeah.
really interesting and it's a great concept. Overall, watch it. Funny episodes, lots of memes you'll probably see.
Yeah, but it also delves into serious topics that like they address very well, like war, racism,
Yeah.
genocide. Like it's a lot of like slavery, like it's a lot of animal cruelty, like it's a lot of heavy subjects dealt with through a very nice lens. Like they blend it really well in the story, nothing feels forced, and you have a lot of lovable characters, but also a lot of insight into the world and how you shouldn't like
It's like seeing
Be-
other perspectives, like
Exactly.
what it's like living their life. Like you
Mhm.
get to kind of see. It's like you get to see how every character is interacting, and like you see some snippets of
Mhm.
like their personality or like a scene of just them just doing their own thing. It's not always like with Avatar. It's not always just focused on like Aang.
yeah.
It's nice to see like they're also focusing on the other side characters, and I think that's what like is great with any TV shows. Like if you build the side characters and make them like become
Mhm.
kind of like balanced with the main character.
Yep.
Like there's no like it's equal playing field.
Mhm.
It's not like one's like super higher. It's like one's higher than everyone else. Like you know.
Yeah, and without that one figure person, then you don't have a show. But like, if you have a great supporting cast, you can continue a show without certain people, and that's what I think we've seen with like shows like The Office, even like the American Office. I haven't watched the British one. I'm sorry. American one, Steve Carell. Anyway, he's a legend. But yeah, if you just center anything around one person, if they leave that project or group, then it kind of falls apart and like it might not have the same momentum that carried on before.
Yeah.
So, what's a good example of that? I'm trying to remember.
Mm. It's just probably. I mean, no spoilers, but you
Yeah,
know,
I know.
Avatar.
Yeah,
We're both thinking of the same thing.
we are. That's why I'm like, I don't want to ruin
Like-
the show for anybody.
Like there are some TV shows do a good job of like you said, like kind of smooth out like a transition. Like it's not like forced like, alright, this character just magically disappears. Like it's not like that. It's like
Yeah.
it gives them questions. It's more like, okay, this is like, you know, they've been a while. They've been with them. It's kind of like you know, like in Pokemon. Like
Yes.
you always see like in every region, like the Sinnoh, like Ash always has like a group of people, and then like by the end of the season, he like splits up with his friends,
Yep,
and then
to go on
just
a new
finds.
journey.
I think the reason why some of them split up is because, you know, like voice actors, like
Correct.
they want to move on, and I think it's also they also bring back some of the characters too, like I don't know, just a surprise.
Like definitely, like I relate to that because I remember the first, obviously, generation of Pokemon was Kanto, and so that was like your main group was Ash, Misty, and Brock. But then in that second kind of region, I forget what Gen 2 is called, but I know their new guy, they replaced Brock. He goes to like become a Pokemon breeder, and so I think they pick up this guy named Tracy, and so he's cool, but like. I don't think he's as memorable as Brock, and I think people missed Brock, and so that's why they brought him back, because he's such an important character, because like, even though he's not the main character, people still missed him, they care about him, they're invested in him. And I definitely related to Brock, because Just because I love Pokemon, and I was like, rocks are cool, rocks. But also like, I don't know. I had spikier hair when I was a kid, and I was a little darker, so I definitely related to Brock more instead of Ash. Ash was like, yeah, and I was like, eh. I'm more of like a yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely. I don't feel like the main character of my own story sometimes even. So I definitely relate to side characters more. And that's why, for me, I get invested in like those not in the spotlight.
So, moving on.
Yeah.
We got a lot of great TV shows. Do you know? You mentioned some TV shows
Yeah.
that you probably had played with as a kid.
Correct.
Pokemon, Bakugan. Any other like toys you remember growing up with?
Yeah, definitely a lot of Power Ranger, like not
Action
weapons,
figures?
but like action figures, little belts that come with it, like a helmet or two. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! I forgot all about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's technically an anime, so I didn't think of it as a cartoon. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you grew up watching it.
I
so.
did, but there was like the four kids TV dubs, so they changed some of the lines and the plots to edit out some of the adult like things. But definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! Big card game, love that. I had the dual disc, that was sick. Yeah, I was like, it's time to duel. Oh, I was freaking sick. It lit up. It had the things for card holding, hold your deck. It was the shits. It was very nice. I think I still have it. I gotta look in my storage though. It's been a while. It's been years.
Pops it out.
Gosh, no. I just remember wanting to play Yu-Gi-Oh so bad, but not having enough cards. And then once I got the cards, not having anybody to like battle properly because we didn't know all the rules because it was so complicated at the time. And now it's gotten even more complicated with the addition of newer cards and newer strategies.
Wow.
And then when I got to high school, I learned how to play it, but then I got swept by everyone with like custom decks, and I was like, ah, this is nice. But it was very fun either way. Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely had the toys there. What else? Power Rangers, I said that. Pokemon, obviously, like had the trading cards, had some of the figurines. Let's see. Bakugan, I definitely had the toys. I still have them. They're like magnetic spheres that like roll and pop up into like little figurines, monsters. It's really cool. Just look it up. Bakugan, Bakugan, I think. I'm pretty sure I spelled that right.
Yeah.
That show was pretty nice too.
That was
Toys.
pretty cool.
Oh, other toys besides that, like I didn't have an easy bake oven. I had like Silly Putty. That's about it.
Play-Doh?
Play-Doh for sure.
Legos or
Legos. Felix is bringing out all the stops here. Oh
Legos,
gosh,
man. They're pretty fun.
I almost forgot about those because I built not the Death Star, but like it was a big ship from Star Wars. It was like
Star Destroyer?
not the Star Destroyer. It was like one of the
Public gunship?
probably, but like a big one. It was like before. Gosh, what did I think of?
Clone Wars?
Clone Wars. It was like the biggest ship there that they had. It was like the triangle one. Like,
Does it have like little like compartments so like the troops are on the ship and it folding doors open and it has like little gunners on the
okay,
in
no,
the front?
that's like the small like ship that carries like the AT-ATs. And like so there's the gunner ship that like carries the like the ground troops and like drops them off and then, like fights in battles. But this is like the big carrier. So think of like the aircraft carrier of our Navy into a spaceship. That's the one. I just don't remember what it's called. It's like a star.
It's like
it's like a cruiser. I don't know what it's called.
Is it can you describe it? Is like
It's literally like a big triangle with like a little command tower, and that's
is that not the Star Destroyer?
Is it a Star Destroyer? Is it? I might be remembering a different name.
It's gray, right?
It's gray.
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
I think
I stand
it
corrected.
is. I mean, I could be totally wrong.
No, I feel
but,
like you're more right.
I totally
with this.
understand it. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if it is the Star Destroyer. It might be.
We'll go with Star Destroyer for now because we don't have a better
Dude,
name
all
for
the
it.
all the Star Wars people are gonna hate on this.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm like I like Star Wars, but I'm like, like I kind of like the prequels. Like, why'd you gotta hate on them?
They're pretty cool. I do remember growing up with Star Wars too. Like,
Yeah.
I was always jealous of kids getting the gunship because that one was like the coolest one.
Because it like was able to like open up, drop off, and like you can put the guys in there.
Yeah, and it just like, I don't know, clones at the time looked really cool.
Yeah, with their little suits and their
And
little guns.
it had like, had one of the pilot ones.
Oh, so it had a special helmet?
Yeah, and it had like, I think it was Commander Cody or one of those.
Cody! Was it the blue one or the orange one?
Rex is
the blue one. Orange
I think
is
it was
Cody.
Cody.
Yeah, it was
Cody
Cody.
and then a Jedi. I forgot which Jedi. But I was
Did
like,
he have a green head?
oh, I think it was Obi-Wan.
It was Obi-Wan? Okay.
I think.
Yeah, Cody usually with Obi-Wan, Rex is with Anakin.
Okay, I remember that, and then there was
We
like,
did grow up with the Clone Wars. I forgot we grew up with the Clone Wars cartoon. Oh my god.
and then there's like a tank. Some of them, I think like when I got into Star Wars, like I think it was like right in the middle between like Clone Wars, like actually like right before the Clone Wars, it was like Clone Troopers.
Yeah, it was like Stormtroopers, and then like once the animated show came out, because it was like the animated movie that kind of set up the show.
Yeah.
So that was around like I think late 2000s to like 2007, 2008, maybe 2009.
I think it was that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember there was like the AT or
Like AT-AT or something.
AT-AT.
It's like an all-terrain something
or
vehicle,
it
autonomous
was a
vehicle.
turbo tank or something. I forgot.
Ooh.
There was. I'm trying to remember the set exactly.
Okay, yeah.
It was like
Big gun.
it was a big tank
Yes.
and had a little command thingy
Okay.
post on the top of
Got
it,
it.
and it was like some old school Legos.
Really?
It wasn't before. It was before the Clone Wars.
Got it.
So like, think of like that turbo tank that was reversioned, and now think of it like old. Well, I think it was like 2008.
Okay.
I think it was like that time when I didn't have money. So
Yeah.
I was like, I want this, but like,
Literally. I know.
and then there was like some troopers that like had the camo.
So it was
there.
like more like green instead.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
man, I want that.
So they're like recon scout troopers.
I'm gonna have to
instead.
show you pictures.
Please,
'cause,
I
like,
will. If I can find mine, I will.
I can picture the set already because I kept looking at it and I was like, this looks so cool. And now it's like heck overpriced.
No, I understand. Because like when I built that Star Destroyer, I had only 2 little clones in it. It was like the little specialized ones. They're like the blue ones with the mohawks. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Like Royal Guard or whatever. I don't know what they were called, but they were super sick.
Okay.
But I remember when I built the thing, I was like, nice. And then when I tried to move it, it all started falling apart. And I was like, I can't even play with it. And I didn't want to glue it because, like, what if I messed up?
Yeah.
And so I never glued it. So it's just in a box, low-key falling apart. And so I feel bad. I haven't gotten rid of it. So if somebody wants it, I don't want them taking it apart, though. That's the thing.
Nostalgia.
I know, exactly.
We'll build it together.
I'm down. If I can find it, I will. Hopefully we can get some schematics going. These are big brains. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Legos were amazing. Cause like, before Legos we had what, like Lincoln Logs, and then
Yes.
like Lincoln Logs were the shit.
I didn't really play with Lincoln. I've seen them.
They're fun. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of fun to play with because you can just like build walls and like build like your own like little pioneer town.
That's true.
And there were, God, what else was there? Obviously, there's like toys when we were younger. Was like
Beyblade.
memory unlocked. Felix coming in hard, swinging for the fences. Holy crap! I forgot about Beyblade. Let it rip. How did I forget about that?
What about,
That's iconic.
What about
Did you actually have Beyblade
I did.
battles in school?
well, not in school.
Not in school?
It was like at a
After school?
daycare.
Oh, dude.
So our daycare, like, they knew that Beyblade's getting popular, so
Yeah.
they actually got one
Got
of
the
those,
stadium?
like, the stadium.
That's
so
so
we brought it
sick.
on and we go, let it rip! And, like, all the kids would gather around,
That's so cute.
looking around.
I love
And then,
that.
like, I think it was obviously, like, you had to have your own, like,
Exactly. Or you could borrow a friend's for a second.
tech decks. Do you remember?
Tech decks. I was never good
so
at them.
jealous.
I
'cause,
was
like,
never good at them. I could not do a kickflip. I couldn't do. I could never use it.
I remember they had, like, that skateboard, like, little
Little
stadium,
ramps and
so, like,
stadiums. You
I
can
remember my friend got one of the tech decks, and like I saw him playing with it, and I was like, "Can I try it?" So I tried it. And I was like, can I please get this?"
Yeah,
I remember going to Target, and we actually got one.
Oh, lucky.
And like,
I had to find one, I think.
and then I just like was like, "Oh, this is so cool," because like they had the designs too, like
Yep.
the Flame Boy, whatever that was.
Oh, Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. I played the shit out of Hot Wheels. That was my tech. It was like, I had like a couple of courses. One was like a T-Rex one, and then one was like a regular one, like a loop. But it was real nice. Like Hot Wheels,
Hot
Top
Wheels is
tier.
still going around.
I don't think I have them anymore though. I hope I do, but like I'm not sure if they were given away. Really sad to see it, but I hope I can find them.
Hot Wheels, and then
Gosh, I totally forgot about Hot Wheels. What else? Nerf guns. Oh my
Nerf
god.
was huge.
Nerf is
Nerf is still going on.
There's competitive Nerf tournaments. I swear to God, they have like the Velcro darts. Like they have teams going. Like it's insane. It's like paintball, but like less hurt, less cleanup. You just have to collect your darts, and that's it.
Nerf is fun. I was
It's Nerf or nothing.
You ever see when they had like the machine gun, the one
Yes.
you carry, and it's like the giant belt.
I want to say I have that one, but I have the mounted one. I don't have the one with the shield on it. Because I know which one you're talking about, the Stampede with the shield. But mine, I had the tripod one, so it always got jammed. It had the cool belt, but it got jammed so often.
I never got that one, but I did see one at my friend's house, and my jaw dropped. I was like, because like that thing was huge when I picked it up, and I was like, this is no joke. And then like
This is legit. Takes double D battery.
I think the one that me and my brother got, I remember what it was. It was a red and blue one, the default one.
Got it.
It holds 5 like
Yes.
little barrel, and like you put one.
You're
And
just like, bah.
it was like one of those sets where you had like the little like
Vest?
it was 2-player.
Yep. So it's like,
So-
like I said, almost like laser tag, but like it has like the
Yeah,
hit boxes and the targets
Yeah.
for
Oh
points.
my gosh, I remember I would
Yeah.
play with my brother with that, and then I think one day I remember for his birthday he got like birthday money or something or a gift
Nice.
card. So he went to Target and he got this like neon green Nerf gun, and I remember exactly it was like you can only fit 2. As it can only hold 2 in addition, but it had like a laser sight. So
Ooh, so you could aim.
before you shoot, you can see the laser where it's gonna shoot at. So
Yeah.
I can just see my brother just like using the laser sight. I'm like, I see him, he's close. Yeah,
Gave away position. Shouldn't.
man, like I remember that, and then there was like super soakers.
Yes.
Those are a big one.
I never really had actual super soakers. I just had like the water pistols or the water balloons or like a small version of the water
Pump
guns. A really crappy pump one where you're just like,
Or is it the one where like the pump where you have to go to the water and you have to
oh
like fill it up?
gosh, that'd be just, oh
And
gosh.
like that can only hold so much. so,
Exactly.
like,
And then you got 1 or 2 shots and then you're done.
yeah, and you're getting like sprayed as you're trying to like
And you're like,
reload. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh.
No, I was a menace with water balloons. Because I'd fill them up as much as I could and then just like try to toss them and then they wouldn't go far. But if they popped, they popped. Oh, it just sucks that they're like high-key bad for the environment, especially if you don't clean them up. So we always made sure to like pick up after ourselves, obviously. But dang, it sucks to see that like, I feel like kids nowadays won't have that same experience just because we've been in a drought for years in California, so I don't think we've encouraged any water play like that for a while.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks that like kids nowadays can't have that, but like they can. It's different. It's like having a long bath. Like you're wasting a lot of water, but it's fun. So hopefully we can reduce our water consumption and like help that kind of stuff. And maybe, heck, we can have like an organized little thing like at your, or like at something like your summer camp. Like there could be like a water day. Obviously, school them about like the importance of like conservation, but also have fun with water and their friends. So I feel like that's like an option. So like, and teach them about the water cycle or something. I don't know. Like tie it in with science. It's a possibility.
I'm sure, like, I feel like for a lesson, you could easily just have like a water rain collector.
True.
Put it in there. I'm trying to remember what else as a kid. Movies. Any movies?
Movies. Oh gosh, the
Like
Iron
the-
Giant.
With the 1 minute, any movie that sticks out? Like one in particular you grew up watching or loved?
Atlantis.
Atlantis.
And Treasure Planet as a close second. Atlantis for sure. That was an underrated Disney movie. Oh, you gotta love it. They find Atlantis, and it's a great story. I love that. No, because the side characters were amazing too. Because I got invested in like
Yeah.
the Doctor, Sweets, the digger guy, Mole. Like, awesome story. Definitely watching Atlantis.
Cool. That was a great session. It was like, 40 seconds left, but it was a great nostalgia. I'm
Trip
like,
down memory lane for sure.
getting
Throwback. It's not Thursday, but it's a throwback.
Definitely is. Final words you want to say to the viewers?
remember what you want. Memories are treasures. Yeah. I don't really I'm not good with words at the end. You know that. I'm not good at signing off.
Thanks for watching today's episode. Thank you, Devon, for being a part of it.
Of course.
And we will see you in the next one with 5 seconds left.